Hey guys, so this video is going to be me trying quite a few makeups by Wish. A lot of people have done videos like this, so I thought I would do a video like this. I didn't get any mascara just because my eyes are sensitive, and yeah, mascara is kind of one of those things, and same with eyeliner as well, which can irritate my eyes if they're not, you know, I like my eyes basically. I didn't get any blusher or highlighter either because I just didn't want to. So, the first thing is the DNM Beauty Film Studio Makeup Cover Foundation, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to use it as a foundation in this video. But it says, if you can find English, it's a hypoallergenic waterproof makeup cover with SPF 30. It's preservative free. It provides perfect coverage even in thin layers, not only for dark circles under the eyes but also for unpleasant spots and skin blemishes. It may also be used for the whole face in order to darken or lighten skin, ensuring an ideal balance for professional makeup photo or film photos, modelling or festive occasions. Apply in small quantity and spread evenly. For removal, use cleansing milk according to your skin type. Well, that sounds a bit weird, but the reason why I mainly got this is in the photo. This one was unit to cover the tattoo, so I thought I'd try covering it on the tattoo as well. But anyway, I don't know if this is my shade either. But this cost me £1 and it was £2 shipping, so altogether £3. But that is what it looks like. It's like a tube. It's got one of them brake seals. This is looking very pink. Don't know if you can see that. I have no idea if this is gonna suit. It's not even a bit too. It's either gonna be too light or too dark. Anyway, let's apply it. It feels quite thick, you know. Right. So it's on the thicker side. I'm gonna use a brush to apply it. Usually I use fingers to apply foundation, but because this feels like a mousse, I'm better off using a kabuki brush. I wouldn't say it's full coverage. I only apply the thin layer because it said to apply only a thin layer. I think I'm going to go in with another layer because it's not really covered my spots at all. I would say the shade is a little bit too light for me. It's more on the pink tone and I'm not pinky toned. I'm more, my undertones are more yellow. I think we're going to get there some. We're getting there, guys, we're getting there. It's not as smooth to blend in either. It's full coverage, but I wouldn't say it's like amazing to what it was advertised. I would say if you've got very problematic skin, I would say it's not for you. I mean, it's smoothing my skin out, but it could be because the shade doesn't really match, but it's alright. It's alright foundation. I think they just like oversold it, if that makes any sense. Right, I'll try it on this tattoo. So I've got this love tattoo on my wrist, just because this is the easiest one to reach. I will see if it'll cover it up. Yeah, I think it's one of those foundations that is not going to cover it up. Try one more layer. Yeah, it's one of those foundations which claims to do all this stuff, but it's just made it cloudy. And I could be here all day, but I've got a feeling it's not going to cover it up. But yeah, there's that. So it's a bit of a letdown, to be fair. It's okay foundation so far. But it's not. You get what I mean? Like, the claims are meant to be like really, like, on the site it's meant to like proper cover and stuff. But let me see if I can show you the photo. Like, look at the befores and afters. Yeah, definitely doesn't do that at all. Like, the blemishes are still there. So yeah, it's more of like a medium coverage, medium to full. It's not what it says, obviously, depending on what you're problematic with your skin and stuff, but that's definitely not like a full coverage, and it's not really covering my tattoo at all. It's just like, obviously, just put foundation on it. So yeah, a bit disappointed with that, but I didn't pay a lot for it, so not that bad. Right, the next thing I got was a set of brushes, and they look like these. These were £2 and the shipping was £2, so altogether I spent £4. So there's a lot of eyeshadow brushes in here, a face brush, a spoolie, but the rest are all pretty much brushes. So I'm going to use the eye brushes. I'm going to use them with this eyeshadow palette. This is the Cosmetics Sima Do eyeshadow palette, and this costs, so this costs £1 and shipping was £1, so altogether it was £2. So the one thing that kind of bugs me about this is the actual holder is like cardboard, like white cardboard, which is, I thought it'd be at least in like a case, but apparently not. But then again, it was only £1, but you know, to store this is going to be fun. It's going to get dirty pretty easily. Like, it's gotten dirty already from the foundation that I've just used. So open it up, that's what it looks like. It doesn't have a mirror, which is actually annoying, but ooh, really, did that really just happen? I just shook it to prove a point because it was shaky, and I've just proved it. Like, two of the eyeshadows aren't even glued on properly. So that is fun. So I'm gonna play around with this. There's 3 matte shades and the rest are all glittery. I'd say that lime green is a bit random place, and so is that other green is a bit random. Maybe they should go them with 2 more like dark greens, I don't know. Anyway, what brush do I use? Is there even a blending brush in here? Okay, I'm going to have to improvise, because there's actually not a blending brush, you know, like eyeshadow brushes in here. I mean eyelid brushes, should I say. So I'm just going to reach for this one. I feel alright, and I'm just going to grab, what colour shall I use? I'm going to use this colour here, and I'm just going to pop that in the outer crease of the eyelids. Okay, that wasn't going to go well. That's why I went for this colour, because neons are really hard to do. Like, I find it hard to find neon, and that's proving the point. You can't actually see it. I might actually... Right, let's forget that idea because I'm going out today. And we'll use this colour instead. Like, you literally can't... Ooh, you can see a little bit on camera, but it's not that much. And this needs to look a little bit decent. Okay, that's a bit better. So this colour is a lot better than the other one. I wouldn't say it was true to colour though, because in the pan, on the eyes, compared to what it looks like in the pan, it looks like a totally different colour. It's still green, but like it's not the same green, if that makes any sense. Which when palettes do that, kind of annoys me. Right. Let's use this one next. This one's got a little eyeliner brush at the end, so I could do a I will head out for, what colour shall I use? I use this one here, and I'll just put that all over the lids. Well, that doesn't pick up very well. I'm getting more glitter than actually I'm pigment. I have to step in quite a few times. I mean, it's not god awful, but if you're not patient, then... To be fair, it could be the brush as well. So you get these brushes were cheap, so it might not actually be the product, but I really wanted to try them together. So that's that. We'll go for one more colour. We'll go for this one here, and I'm just going to pop that halfway under the eyes with the outer bit. And I'll use the brush at the end of this one. I mean, to be fair, it's not too bad. It's just one of those palettes where it's literally just glitter you get in with the glitters and not really that much like pigment in the background. And I do prefer glitters that have a little bit of a pigment, like a backdrop, than just glitter. So that's that for the eyes. I mean, the palette's alright. I mean, you can't complain. It's pretty cheap anyway. But yeah, I forgot to mention, I've not setting my foundation base, just because with new foundations, at the point I like to try them without setting them, because a lot of the time sometimes some foundations I personally don't need to set. But yeah, obviously that depends on your skin type, but I'm like combo dry, so you know. So the last thing I picked up is this. This is the Gudu Capsule little lipsticks. These are so adorable. But how much do these cost? So these were £1. I paid £1 for shipping. So you just open it up, and I literally love little song, because there's no like on the back, there's no like telling you which colour's which, so I'm going to have to open them and find one that suits this look the most. See this one, which is a bright red, I'm going to pass on that colour. So these are literally small, these are like sample sizes. That's a dark red. Another red. Is there like two reds that are the same? I swear to God these reds are the same. No, this one's more of a brighter red than the other one. This one is another red. I think we're just getting reds that are quite similar to each other, which is annoying. And then a brown, because I swear in the photo there was one where we got a pink, and that is annoying. Just have a look, or maybe not. No, I lied. Very familiar, like they're quite similar, but this one is the closest, so I'm gonna try and attempt. This is literally all you get, like it isn't even a twist or anything like this, so this should be fun. I found a problem with this straight away because of the shape. I'll tell you in a minute. These actually smells nice as well. It smells like perfumey, which I wasn't expecting. I was expecting it to smell like that cheap makeup smell, but it actually smells alright. It applies fairly well to the lips as well. I like this colour as well. It's a bit of a shame that it's only in a small size, because I actually really like this colour. Right, the issue I came across is because of the shape. It's not of the shape as a normal lipstick, so when you start to go close to the lip line, that's where it can get a little bit messy. Not too messy, but just a little bit messy. But yeah, that's alright actually. I actually like that colour. That is a shame. I want to get this colour in full size, people. Right, let's summarise the products. So first off, when we talk about the foundation, it's literally just one of those things where they over advertise it being like this amazing, you know, foundation. Either those photos were photoshopped or it was a completely different foundation, because I mean, it's an alright foundation, don't get me wrong, but it's you know, it doesn't do what it claims to be. It's not like full coverage. It doesn't cover tattoos. It doesn't cover imperfections to that extreme. So there's that. But it smooths out the skin and everything like that. Because it only costs £1, I'm not too fussed about it. It's actually an alright foundation. It is quite on the thick side, so it's a little bit, you need to buff in a little bit more. You know, just to spread it out. I've not seen any, it's not clinging onto my dry patches or anything like that, so that, bear in mind that it is quite a thick foundation, so it's thumbs up for that. And obviously it says it's got SPF 30 as well, if it does actually have SPF 30. With the eyeshadow brushes and other brushes, I only tried obviously a few of the eyeshadow brushes. I'd say they're kind of like the brushes where you can buy, you know how you can get like cheap sets from like Sainsbury's brand brushes, or even Body Care. Am I getting it right? Because you'll get, oh, sometimes, yeah, Body Care, that's it. Brush sets, it's like that. It's like, it's on the cheap side. Like, it does its job, I suppose. Obviously, I can't really judge if the eyeshadows, you know, if it worked well with the eyeshadows, or you know, the eyeshadow palettes. We'll get into the eyeshadows in a minute. But you know, they're all right if you're somebody who just wants to, you know, just wants eyeshadow brushes. But me, I tend to not to invest a lot in brushes. I know people say you should and stuff like that, because sometimes the products just bad because the brushes that you use are actually bad, but when you use actually good quality brushes, it actually works, so keep that in mind. But I mean, they're not that bad. I'll have to play around with the rest of them, but from what I've used, they're just average brushes. When it comes to the eyeshadow palette, obviously it's not the greatest quality. I had two of the little palette things actually come out, and you can hear them move around when you shake them. They're alright for the price, as I said, because the green one, obviously the neon one is just, no, we're getting nowhere with that neon one. Whereas obviously I went to that colour, it was fine, not exactly true to what it is in the palette, but it's still a nice colour. Obviously with the glitters you get glitter but not a base colour, like a pigment to back it up, if that makes any sense. And it does take a while, so you have to keep like dabbing in just to obviously, you know, apply. You have to build it up quite a bit just to get the full coverage of the eyeshadow, but it's not bad for the price. I wouldn't say it was a dud. And then onto the lip products. I actually really like the colour that I've used. They are a little bit on the small side, as I said, because of the shape of them. It does make it a little bit awkward to when you apply it onto the lip line area, but other than that, you know, it's alright lipstick. So yeah, I'll show you a close up of the look which I managed to get. But yeah, I might do a check-in as well, I'm not sure yet, just do a check-in of the foundation, but because it's not done, you know what it said, you might not care about it. And then the check-in in the eyeshadow, I suppose the eyeshadow is not going to last as long. With lipsticks, I've had in the past where I've had cheap lipsticks and they've actually lasted quite well on the lips, so it'd be good to know about that. But yeah, I may do a check-in, I may not, so yeah, there's that. Hey guys, so it's currently 1:57. I thought I would do a check-in. I thought I was going out today, but actually I thought my hairdresser's appointment was today. It's actually tomorrow after work, so I only went out to go to the shop. So far, when it comes to the foundation, my oils are starting to go through. I think next time, if I do ever use this again, I'll probably powder it, just because it's not like a little bit of oil that's coming through, it's quite a bit. So with the foundation like that, I'll powder it, whereas if I have a foundation where only a little bit of oil seeps through, and then I'll just use blotting papers, and then I don't need to necessarily powder my face. When it comes to the eyeshadow, it's starting to wear away, but I was expecting it to be like nothing on my eyes, like left on my eyes, but it's actually not stayed. It stayed on not too badly, actually, which is a bit of a surprise. As you can see, it is worn away, but it's not too bad. I thought it was going to literally nearly, like, most of it coming off pretty much. For the lips, they are still on. They have faded a little bit, but they faded like evenly. Obviously I've eaten and I've drunk as well, so it's not too bad, as I said, for the price. So it's not actually that bad, actually, this whole look. But as I said, with the foundation, I will probably powder it next time. And the eyeshadows are not that bad when it comes to lasting. I have oily eyelids, so it's definitely good for me how it's lasted. As I said, it has worn away, but I expect it to worn away a lot more. And then the lip product, again, it's one of them lip products where it does transfer, but it's not like, it doesn't like transfer to the point where it's completely off your lips. It does wear away, but it's like evenly, so it's not, as you can see, it's not completely gone off my lips. But yeah, so it is the last check-in. So back on foundation, I could say that it's gone a little bit more oily, and not to the extreme that it would have been. It has worn away quite a bit though, so there's that. Just a note as well, it does transfer that, but that could be just because I didn't set it. I realised that when I put my chin on my laptop, and my laptop's white, kind of left a foundation mark. But yeah, when it comes to eyes, yeah, they've definitely started to get a lot oilier. I will say though, it stayed pretty well in my crease area. which is usually, as I said, if you remember, I put it in the outer parts of the crease and didn't put it all the way through the crease, but it stayed pretty well, that area. It's just the eyelids that have gone south. And then as for the lipstick, by now I would definitely reapply it. It's definitely non-existent. I mean, compared to like in real life then on the camera, it's still there, but it's very, very, very sheer, and especially around the top bit here. So by now I would have definitely like reapplied it, especially if I'm going out. But yeah, so that is basically my final thoughts and everything. The foundation's alright, it doesn't really last all day. It's not full coverage as what it advertised as it to be. I would say it's more in the region of medium coverage. You could push full if you've got no imperfections, but it's advertised to literally cover everything, in which it doesn't. The eyeshadows are alright. I was expecting it to be worse. As I said, I wasn't a massive fan of the glittery eyeshadows, just because they were more glitter. Like, I like my glitters to have a little bit of pigment in the background as well, if that makes any sense. But it was literally just like glitter. Comes to the lips, I said I really like the lips. The lipstick's probably my favourite out of all of it. The brushes just remind me of like cheap brush sets that you can get anyway. So yeah, that's it for this video. So bye guys.